This week's Parsha of Chukas, we learn of the infamous incident of Moshe being informed that he will not be able to enter the land of Israel. What was the reason why Moshe cannot enter the land of Israel? It seems to be unclear from the incident that took place. The Jews were in the desert. They couldn't find water. They were near a state of dehydration. God tells Moshe, take your staff and speak to the rock. Moshe went ahead and hit the rock. Afterwards, he was informed that he would not be able to enter the land because there was a lack of Kiddush Hashem, sanctifying God's name. Many of the commentators are befuddled by this incident. Why is there such an indictment against Moshe from this particular incident? And I wanted to share with you a perspective from the Maimonides. The Maimonides writes that the indictment against Moshe was the way how he addressed the Jews at that time. What he told the Jews were, Shimu na hamorim, listen, hear, O rebels. Listen, hear, O rebels? Is that the way you talk to a group of people? By disparaging them? Talking down to them? Listen, hear, O rebels? Says the Maimonides, because Moshe did not address them in a respectful way, that was a lack of Kiddush Hashem. It was a lack of acting in a way that sanctifies God's name, and therefore the consequence to that incident is that he was not able to enter the land of Israel in his lifetime. You know, many times in our daily life we are confronted with a situation where we are forced to give some constructive criticism to an individual for anything that may have happened. But it is always important to remember this golden rule. Whenever one is giving criticism, to always criticize the action and not the individual. Never to label this person by saying that you're no good or you're stupid. Never to articulate that it's the person that we're criticizing, we're only criticizing the action. And that was the mistake of Moshe. When Moshe felt that the Jews were being rebellious in the desert, and he had good reason to believe that, because as we studied the last few weeks, their behavior was quite rebellious in the desert. He should have criticized the action, not the individuals. Folks, I think that's a pretty powerful message for us. Many times we confuse the target of our criticism, and we end up confusing and disparaging the individual or a group rather than the action. Let us remember the lesson from Moshe. Let us remember the consequences of what happens when we target our criticism towards the individual and not the action. And let us always remember to treat people respectfully and sanctify God's name. Have a wonderful Shabbos.